Hey everyone, today we are going to discuss about internationalization. Before, I have received some feedback and people say you have to say why you are doing this. I have created this company that scaled from 0 to 200 million revenues, $200 million revenues, from 0 to 1,000 employees. And I made the IPO at the Nasdaq. A big evaluation was $2.75 million, and I have decided to share a toolbox on how you can build, also because of my sharings, a business from 0 to 200 million. I'm not gonna inspire you, but I want to provide you the toolbox. The toolbox today is related to internationalization. What means internationalization? Expanding abroad. And how can you expand abroad? You can do it through opening a new office or through M&A, acquiring another company, or through reseller. There are many ways, and we are going to explore today. It's important to consider that when you internationalize, you need to align to cultural and value alignment of the country or region you are going to expand, and you have to do it this through boot on the ground. Regulation and currency exposure, it's another element. For example, many people want to expand South America, but if you want to expand South America, you have to factor in a couple of elements. One, if you want to expand in Brazil, for example, there is a huge fluctuation of the Brazilian real. So you have currency exposure. Or if you want to expand in Argentina, probably you have to factor in your pricing the white holding tax. Another element is market maturity. You can have a market that is already aware of your product, industry, or segment. It will probably, this means that there are already many competitors there, and this will be a substitution market if it's full penetrated. Or if you are in a virgin market, in a greenfield market, probably what the challenge you will face is that you will need to educate the market. And today we are going to explore on how to do this. So, if you expand, if the internationalization have two elements to consider, are headwinds or tailwinds. I mean, factor against you, factor at your advantage. The headwinds are uh, you have a strong home market. The market is so demanding and is so big that there is no reason to expand abroad immediately. Second is we cannot find the right fit to become our person in the new country, the new market we want to penetrate. Or your product, and this is tied to the product strategy, I'm very pushy on thinking about product strategy, is built to satisfy a local need. Nothing against that. But if you have a product that is so narrow into a specific regulation and legislation or need that is very local, there is it's very difficult to pivot and move abroad quickly. The tailwinds are you have a weak local market. You are forced because of a survival need to go abroad. You have investor and sales team that have the buy-in to go abroad, and sometimes they are pushing you. Let's explore this market. It's crazy. Let's go. This is a tailwind because you have people that will not push back against the choice to internationalize, and your product is built to be uh, country horizontal, market horizontal in terms of geography. This is great news. Um, what are the risks and the roadblocks to internationalization? First of all, is the opportunity big enough? I mean, there are markets that are appealing, but not big enough in terms of total revenues to cover the new office costs. In this case, probably partner with a reseller. It's a better idea. Patience and focus. Magic rule, 3 years to start see profits or to see big revenues from a market. Don't expect because you are struggling with your local market to open abroad and in 6 months start making revenues. This is not gonna happen. The focus priorities. You cannot, internationalization is a strategic move. You cannot have three strategic initiatives in place. Let's imagine internationalization, building an adjacent product, and I don't know, something else all together. You need, because internationalization will defocus from other strategic initiatives, and vice versa. Board and stakeholders buy in. You need to have people that goes in your direction. You cannot have people that are against these initiatives, otherwise it's a failure. Market maturity. Is our market ready? Is the market we are targeting ready or not? For example, until a couple of years ago, Saudi Arabia was not friendly on cloud and software as a service. So being too ahead of times can be a mistake. There are four ways, in my opinion, to sell abroad. One is opening a new office from scratch. It's one of the options. Of course, market need to be big enough to support the cost. It takes a while to establish an office, etc., etc. Acquire a partner or a seller. You are already selling to this market, but you think that is so strategic that you need to have a direct presence. You can buy your seller. Acquire technology. In this case, commercial internationalization is a consequence because we are buying let's say, an adjacent product, a competitor in a specific region. Let's imagine Germany, and then we have a commercial office in Germany. But the main reason for the acquisition was to buy a technology, so it's a consequence. Or you can partner with local vendor or consultant or value added reseller, which is the fourth way to internationalize. How I would execute an internationalization strategy. First of all, leader need to understand the market. They need to spend month, fly, economy, and sleep, 2 stars hotel, very little motel, whatever, in the country, meeting everyone, literally, CEO of competitors, CEO of adjacent software or other product markets, all their employees, salespeople, product manager, everyone, literally everyone. Meet a lot of resellers, meet a lot of potential customers, gather information, but mostly build relationship because all the relationship can be your future employees. Second, choose the strategy. Let's open an office, let's buy a reseller, let's buy a competitor. Pick one. Then hire the best fit to be the leader in the specific market you are opening. Probably it's a consequence of meeting many people when you are flying economy and sleeping 2 stars hotel. 1 star is better. But what you want is not a manager. You want a co founder mindset person willing to spend a lot of time with you before moving back in the country you want to open an office and then roam. React quickly. Those leaders, sometimes you make mistakes on hiring. It's normal, it's not unusual. When you have this signal, fire this person immediately. React very quickly. Usually, my rule is I usually make these mistakes 3 times. The third manager is the right one. Be patient. Also, if you have the right people set up in place and everything is good, it takes time to start paying the bills with the investment. Let's say that establish a local office is not unusual to wait 3 years of patience. Do not set the expectation with the board saying, guys, remember, this is not going to pay the bills in 6 months. Be patient 3 years. Don't push me every board to say, are we making money? Are we making money? You need to be patient. How I did it? I've been very lucky, I have to admit, because Alessio, I met Alessio, which became the sales leader in North America. When I met Ale, we stayed together 1 year in Italy. He flew back from Atlanta. He was living in Atlanta, and he met all the customers in Europe. He traveled with me. He stayed with Fabio, understanding the product. He met all the customers, and then he started getting his own idea on how to implement the strategy in North America. So when he flew back after 1 year spent with me, I set it up for success. I gave him capital to open the office, the authority, the endorsement to say he's the local leader, he owns the strategy, and I believe on his own strategy, revenue strategy. This was so successful that Ale, from from a sales country manager in North America, became the sales leader for all the company, and then a chief revenue officer, and then chief revenue officer and president, then COO and president, and then now is the new CEO in Docebo. Um, it's a journey, but what I want to stress is that you cannot have a local leader pretending that this person spend 5 days with you in country, try to understand the company, and then go and set up the office. They need to spend years with you before starting operating. It's a long journey. Interesting concept about internationalization. Value added reseller are reseller that build on top values on the product that they resell. By the way, this is also part of product strategy. Value added services. Value added services are the services that you can build on top of the product. SIS, system integrator, are big value added reseller that usually help you to go in specific market, in specific vertical. Substitution market, it's a market that is already fully penetrated, and you can gain market share replacing the existing legacy vendor. Greenfield is the opposite. Market not penetrated by vendors, easy to gain, but very hard to educate. Educated and educated market. An educated market usually knows and have the perception of the specific need. That means that you get RFP or tenders for a specific need. Uneducated market require a lot of market education. By the way, imagine myself opening in 2005 a learning management system and explain companies that they need a learning management system. Now in 2024, it's way different. Mistakes to avoid internationalization edition. First of all, you need to act in alignment with the market value and culture. That means that having the sales team there is not enough. You need to have also support and professional services that speaks the same language with the same culture, same accent, same behavior. Not acting quickly enough to replace people. I say it immediately. If you smell something bad, immediately fire and rehire a new leader or a new employee. But this is a rule that works also not in internationalization segment. Entering a market just because it's charming, like, oh, I love this city, I love the people, maybe I need to open an office there so I can be there more often. These are not the criteria you should follow to internationalize. Not having stakeholders buy in. You need buy in, otherwise, if they are not believers on the idea, they will play against that. Not building knowledge and relationship. You need to build a knowledge and relationship for stand, travel, meet, shake as many hands you can, make your own idea. And this is not a 3 days job, it's months. It requires months, dedication and effort, and then set up the strategy with the knowledge and with the relationship. Remember, I said already, the people you are going to meet probably will be your future employees. Believing that a manager is sufficient as local leader. Manager is doing homeworks. You need real leaders with the co-founder mindset. Happy internationalization, folks. So next chapter will be the last chapter about sales and marketing. We will touch random topics like system integrator, selling to government, mistakes to avoid, and then we will move to HR.